Hey writers, it is Thursday, May 14th, and we are going to finish up the week with our final body paragraph. That's not the conclusion, it's just the final paragraph we're going to work on for the week. So to get us started, I would like for each of you to open up a couple of tabs. First of all, you're going to need to open up your Persuasive booklet for your student copy of your Persuasive essay. And so open that up and then turn to your graphic organizer as you see here. Now notice mine says answer key, teacher copy. This isn't what I want you looking at. Open up your document, okay? If you're still having trouble finding your copy, please email me so I can send it your way. It's probably buried somewhere. But if you're looking for it in Google Classroom, you'll find it where I initially pushed it out to you. It was on May 8th, Thursday, May 8th. So a week ago is when I actually pushed it out to you. So that's where all of your information for your essay so far should be in that student booklet. Okay, so if you could open that tab. All right, and then I've done set up my screen in a split screen mode, so that way I can kind of work between my booklet and my resource articles. So I've got two tabs open here. So if you know how to split screen it, that works best. All right, so and I have provided the bike safety resources on Google Classroom under today's date to make it easier for you guys to access that document. All right, and as I was working on my copy of the essay as an instructional piece, I found I had to go in and do a little bit more research. And so I have found a couple new articles that I thought I'm going to share it with you guys because a lot of kids were talking about for like their third reason for why why there should be laws for bike helmet, requiring people to wear bike helmets. I thought I needed to find some more articles that talked about those costs. So I found a couple for you. I took some time to kind of research some more articles that would give us some good facts that we can draw from. So I put them nice and bold in our resource, bike safety resources here in a big box. Hopefully kids will find those easily. So if you use that for your third reason, the cost, like I am going to for my example, you can find some good text evidence there. Okay, so as always, when you're writing a persuasive essay, like I've always said, that thesis is like a GPS. All right, a GPS guides us on a trip, lets us know turn by turn how to get to where we're going. A thesis does that in our writing. Okay, so writers will you use your thesis statement to guide your writing. Where do we go next? All right, so it's our turn-by-turn step directions on how to get to where we're going. All right, so we made the claim that Ohio should adopt bike helmet laws first to save lives. Okay, so we wrote about that as our sample on Tuesday. Our second one was to prevent head injuries, and that's what we wrote about on Wednesday. Today, we're going to write about to save cost. Some of you might have put to save money, whatever. I put to save cost. All right. So here's our body paragraph 1 that we did, our body paragraph 2. And to make the video go faster so you guys can get on with your writing and not have to spend as much time listening to me go over these instructions, because this body paragraph is going to be just like what we've been doing the past couple of days. So I don't want to take as much of your time today to present the video. Okay. So again, right from my thesis, I pulled out, and it's rewording it from your thesis. Okay, so mandating helmet laws can actually save society money. All right, so that's what I pulled out from the thesis statement here, to save cost. All right, to save cost, to save money. All right, so that is my reason, number 3. All right, so then I went to the research. I popped over here and I pulled stuff from these 3 resources here. And this is what I came up with. And guys, and there's tons of information. It's okay to look at mine and use it as a guide, but please go back into the research and pull out your own facts. You guys are much more creative than I am. So just go in there, do a little reading, and pull out some things that's going to be near and dear to your heart. All right, so bike helmets are relatively inexpensive, and you don't have to buy the most expensive helmet to be protected. You can buy a good bike helmet for $15 to $20, and they last for about 5 years, or until, if you're talking about a child, sometimes, kids will grow faster, so you'll need to replace them a little bit more when kids are younger, but on average, 5 years. The price of a helmet is much cheaper than the cost of going to the emergency room for an injury that could have been avoided. According to the article Bicycle Helmet Safety Institute, the average annual cost of bike helmets is $261 million. Okay, that sounds like a lot of money to me. However, the average yearly cost of head injuries without helmets is $5.8 billion. And boys and girls, from my research, I found out that doesn't even include the cost of all those people who actually ended up dying in a fatal crash because of not wearing helmets. So they didn't factor that in. This is just the cost of people who have sustained head injuries that didn't die from not wearing helmets. Okay, so then my conclusion sentence, I put, remember our conclusion needs to be a clincher. It needs to be something that really grabs the reader's attention. So I tried to play on the heartstrings, because this is a persuasive essay. I'm trying to play on the heartstrings of people. So I put, remember, the cost of injuries is great when people don't wear a helmet, but the price of loss of life is even greater. As a result, we should all push for stricter laws regarding bike helmets to protect our loved ones and our pocketbooks. Pocketbooks meaning like our money, our purse, our bank accounts, okay? So that is how you put together that final third body paragraph. Remember, to recap, you just pull your reason right out of your thesis statement. Then you come over here, you pull from the research. And I had also had a few kids emailing me about whether or not they could use their own, if they could go off and do their own research. You are absolutely welcome to do that. I just thought I would make it, since this was our first paper of this nature, I thought I would make it a little bit easier for you if I gave you some articles to pull from, things that I knew that you could find some good text evidence from. Okay, so Friday is going to be our catch-up day. So tomorrow will be our catch-up day. And what I mean by that is we'll take a look at our the 4 paragraphs that we have written this week. And we will kind of tweak those and, just fix those up a little bit. But we're not going to have any new paragraphs to write. Okay. Next week, we're going to be writing our conclusion and then doing our final edits. Okay. So, anyway, once you get the graphic organizer filled out, the easiest thing for you to do then is to copy. So you just highlight and then Control-C, scroll down to your final paper, which was, we started on page 16. Now, I didn't do all my body paragraphs here, guys, because I didn't want to give it all away. I wanted you to do some of the work on your own. So I'm going to put Control-V. And I'll fix my formatting in just a moment, once I get everything copied in there together. All right, so next I'm going to copy, Command-C, and I'm going to paste it down here into my final document, space, Command-V, and I'll take out the bullet points in just a minute. No worries there. Okay, go back up, and I need to still get my concluding sentence for this paragraph, my closing sentence. All right, so I'm going to Command-C or Control-C and scroll down and copy this final piece, Control-V. All right, now I need to do my formatting. First of all, get rid of these bullet points. Boom, get rid of the bullet point. And all right, now the instructions up here, remember the instructions on how to format are right here. New Times Roman, font size of 12, double space. Okay, so that's what we did here for this paragraph. So now I need to highlight all of this. I'm going to do Times New Roman, which it's alphabetized. It's in alphabetical order. So go down to my T's. There it is, Times New Roman. Click. All right. I still need to change the font size to a 12. And I need to change my line spacing. So if it doesn't appear on your toolbar there, you can click the three dots, and it's the up down arrow with the three lines, and then choose double space. Okay, still not quite done because right now it's blending into my introduction paragraph, and I'm going to hit tab. Okay, so this is still bolded, so I'm going to take this sentence, I'm going to unbold that. The only thing I want bolded at this point still is my thesis statement. Okay, so we can read this paragraph. Mandating helmet laws can actually save society money. Bike helmets are relatively inexpensive, and you don't have to buy the most expensive helmet to be protected. You can buy a good bike helmet for $15 to $20, and they last for about 5 years. The price of a helmet is much cheaper than the cost of going to the emergency room for an injury that could have been avoided. According to the article, Bicycle Helmet Safety Institute, the average annual cost of bike helmets is $261 million. However, the average yearly cost of head injuries without helmets is $5.8 billion due to a lack of laws requiring the use of bike helmets. People suffer the cost of hospital bills and funeral expenses. Remember, the cost of injuries is great when people don't wear a helmet, but the price of loss of life is even greater. As a result, we should all push for stricter laws requiring bike helmets to protect our loved ones and our pocketbooks. Okay, so once you have that done, do not submit it. Do not submit this this essay booklet until we're completely finished next week. Okay, so you just hold on to it. If you need assistance from me, feel free to reach out to me through email. I will get back to you as quickly as possible. I really try to keep my phone on me all the time, so my emails come directly there, so I can push things out to you as needed, even if I'm having to run to the store or whatever. I'm really trying to get quick responses to the kids. Okay, so guys, email me if you need anything. Also, use your peers for support and help on these essays. Use the comment section in Google Classroom. It is really a great tool. But most importantly, continue to watch these videos. These are the instruction to make this essay easier. Kids who are not watching the video some of them are really struggling. They're like, I don't know how to do this, and they're asking a zillion questions on email. I don't mind answering emails, but it's much easier. Just watch the video and work on your paper as I'm working on mine. All right, boys and girls, we're almost done with this process. So hang with me, stick it out. We'll get through this together. And I promise this information is going to it's going to carry on into 6th grade. This is how you're going to write persuasive argumentative essays from now through college. So stay safe. Remember, if you're out on your bike, remember to wear that helmet. I love you dearly, and I want to keep you happy and safe. All right, guys, I hope to see you soon. Remember, join me tomorrow for our Google Meet on Friday. So if you have questions, we'll be answering any questions then. Hopefully, we'll be sharing out some really good paragraphs as well. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.